Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Amasa here, along with Stevie B.
Hello.
Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, as we like to call it. Great to see everybody in chat. Christy, how are you? Hey, Harold. Good show yesterday. Good to see Ralph or Old Bear.
Old Bear, the OG of one of the OGs of the community.
Yeah, he's been around a while.
He has.
He said he had 38 experiences. Oh, damn.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. I hung out with Old Bear up in Tennessee. We went on an outing up there a couple years ago with him and his wife and a bunch of other people. It was cool. Hey, Sandra Piper. Great to see you.
Yeah, y'all did good last night. That was good. I was listening the whole time. I jumped in the shower, and by the time I was done, it was over, and I couldn't comment. I didn't say goodnight, but I heard the end. Do the end is what I was trying to say. God, I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking.
Hey, Sharon Guy. Still feeling under the weather, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you get better soon.
Yeah,
I'm looking for my glasses.
Prayers.
It's one thing I always forget. I get ready. I get my coffee. I get my water.
Forget your eyes.
Yeah. I know they're around here somewhere.
Yeah, I don't see them.
I don't
think
either.
the light is blinding me from seeing it.
Oh, well. Oh, no.
Here's a pair.
Here's a pair. A pair.
I think those are it.
Are these those?
I think maybe.
Yes, those are these.
Are these
Or these
those?
are those.
Sandra Piper, good to see you. Should probably turn my notifications off.
Yeah, mine. I don't even bother. I should get this one away because it's my work phone. Whenever one goes off, the other goes off for some reason.
Yes, it does.
And I didn't set that one up like that, but I logged on to.
You logged on, that's all it took, and it dumped everything on there.
I have to reset that phone somehow or something.
Just log off. It should.
I tried. I couldn't figure it out.
I'll do it for you if you want.
Well, hang in there, Sharon. What'd you call it? The crud?
Yeah, right.
I've had that before.
I think we all have. One time or another. Sounds like I'm going through it now, huh? Good Lord. Chance, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Chance. What's up, bud? Yeah, so we
were out back fishing, and
for,
we were doing pretty good.
2 hours ago, we were still fishing.
Yeah, I think just after about an hour or so into fishing and landing a few crappie, I looked over at him like, we got a show tonight. He says, but it's early.
At that point, it was 6:30, and I was like, we got all night. We got 2.5 hours.
We got hours.
I don't think we did after that, but
I think we might have. You might have.
Well, I got a bunch of fish I got to clean. Well, they don't have to because they're still alive.
Right.
Chris Jarvis, what's up?
Good size crappie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
What's up, Chris?
My issue is there's the females now are filled with eggs because they're about to spawn, and I don't know how to tell the difference, and I'm going just by the belly. I'll probably throw back what I think is a female. They're alive. They're on air. They're in a live well right now, and as soon as the show's over, I'll go figure that out.
There's a couple smaller ones that'll get thrown back, I'm sure. Like the one I caught, that wasn't that big. One of the ones I caught.
I don't even know how many I threw in there. There's got to be 7 or 8.
The one that you tried to video me, that one was pretty good size.
Roger Blair, what's up?
That's probably the best one that I brought in.
We've been waiting and waiting and waiting all season. You guys know we've talked about it. I've talked about it. Waiting for these crappie to move in and spawn, and they hadn't because we lacked their
There's no
environment.
vegetation out
they
there
removed all the
Nothing.
All the lily pads, and most of them anyway.
Tonight?
They moved in today. There were people out there catching them in the boats, and I figured, they're
on
just
the
going to
dock.
catch them from the weeds. But I started catching them
Out in
this
the open
afternoon,
water.
and they were pretty consistent. It was cool.
It was fun.
And that's our fishing report.
Right?
What's funny is Ben, BPD, 1976. Isn't it? That's what it is. 76.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
it is
remember the
now.
number. I just know Ben.
You guys know Ben. He sends, as she's reeling one in, he sends me a bunch of photos of what he's doing.
Big
He's
old
crappie
crappie.
fishing. So we start sending photos back. I'm like, yeah, I thought I was filming her catch the fish, and
He
turns
said
out I
that
just snapped a picture of it.
it ended up being blurry. I said it was a blob crappie. It was a very blurry photo.
So we had fun tonight.
Yeah, we did.
So most of you guys know how it works. If you're new, which I doubt, welcome. What I do is I put the link in chat, and anybody can click on that link and come hang out. It's pretty simple.
Highly encouraged too.
If you don't want to be on camera, hit that stop camera. Don't have to be on camera. It's pretty simple. Also, all we ask is that you turn off YouTube. YouTube in the background. Just use StreamYard, because we get an echo. A lot of people like to see themselves, and or mute it.
Chat.
Whatever.
I get it. You want to see chat. It's not always easy on StreamYard. You can't. It's not easy to engage in chat.
Hey, Connor. No, I get that, doing it on chat.
No, right before the show, when you were telling me, click on, get logged on, I was trying to change my avatar, but the laptop, I don't have any photos saved on the laptop. So there's nothing there.
There's nothing.
There's nothing there, and my files from work, I have no photos in that.
Yeah, well, you can download something.
Yeah, I can, but we ran out of time. I ran out of time.
Hurry.
I didn't realize it. Kind of better late than never, huh?
Right. Hey, Patrick, Mr. Vaughn.
What's up, Patrick? Chris, blob crappie are good eating. Wait, I lost it. It scrolled. Good eating when you clean off. Yeah, when you clean off the red circle.
If you relied on my crappy skills, you'd be vegan.
Yeah, we kind of thought the same there for a little while, at least out back here. I mean, we did pretty good the other day at his marina. I say his marina, it's where he works. But not last night. I caught one last night.
See, out here we use live minnows and bobbers. At work, I don't use minnows and bobbers. I use jigs with a little. I don't know if I have anything here. Probably do somewhere. No, that's not one. It is, but it's not.
Yeah.
They're just jigs, and they're little rubber minnow on it, and just cast it around. I found if I cast underneath this big paddle wheel boat, the crappie were hanging out under there, so I was doing good there. But we're on a dock, so they like structures, so you can usually pick them up if you walk around the dock. You'll catch one here and there. $67 parish, and that.
Yeah, so
I didn't hear the story.
I don't know the details either. I just heard about it at work. But yeah, there was a helicopter that crashed with American Airlines while they were, I don't know, were they landing or taking off? But 67 have perished.
Oh, jeez.
It was at Reagan.
Prayers to those families.
Reagan
involved.
International Airport.
Wow.
DC, Northern Virginia.
I saw a brief headline, but I didn't.
I heard it at work, and
read it.
No one knew any details, and I wasn't in the position at the time to look it up. And then I kind of forgot about it until just now. So thank you, Harold. Yes, prayers for everyone involved.
Plane was landing.
It was landing. Okay. U.S. Army Black Hawk is what it was.
Oh, jeez. That's unusual.
It's very highly. I mean,
who do we got?
I look at how many times I've flown into D.C., you know.
What's
but
happening,
I-
Jim?
I
Hello,
never-
everybody.
Give us a second. I gotta get the speaker going.
Hold on. No,
Clock mode.
I need that off.
Hey, I hear him giggling.
You guys started talking about the, I think it was an American Airlines that hit a military helicopter at Reagan, near Reagan.
It was an Army Black Hawk and American Airlines 700 CRJ 700 airplane
Yeah.
Jeez.
at Reagan International.
That's tragic. Wow.
It's still
Yeah, the
under
water-
investigation what the cause is. I think I heard that the Black Hawk looked like it was trying to pull up, but maybe didn't have enough time to, or maybe there was a mechanical issue. Not sure.
I would,
Well, it'll
I
come
would-
out in the investigation. So
I
again,
wouldn't
prayers.
trust any. Yeah, I wouldn't trust any information until a couple of
they-
days
No,
ago.
yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's. Well, you said it looks like, so obviously there's videos of it.
Well, I'm sure there was witness of it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I haven't seen anything personally.
Yeah. It's not something I'd want to see, actually.
No, I wouldn't either.
No,
Not at all.
Well, that just put a damper on the night. I'm so kidding.
well, hello, Harold and Christy, Sharon. I hope you feel better soon.
Why does he sound a little staticky on this?
Choppy.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yeah.
Let
It's,
me-
it's weird.
Let me move the phone. Is that better?
I don't know. It only happens when you talk.
Jay Fritz.
Well,
good to see
I can't think of anything to say other than Harold made me think of something last night. If a guy marries more than one Bigfoot, female Bigfoot, does that make him a Bigfootamist?
That's a tough one.
Or is he just a bigamist?
I don't know. Is Bigfoot a Mormon?
How to respond.
What was it? LDS? Didn't some of the LDS have multiple spouses?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's the Mormons.
Somebody's going to correct me and like have me taken off the air for saying that. I might be wrong. Good to see you, Mr. Fritz. He's all
Jay's
like,
out there?
What's that?
I said, Jay's out there. Hello, Jay.
He's not marrying a Bigfoot.
Well, if I could ask a question, you know, I'm out in the woods by myself a lot, and that's why I want to listen to all the Bigfoot stories and learn more about the possibilities of what I could run into out there.
Sure.
And I don't remember exactly who was talking about it, but they were talking about a Bigfoot and a stomp. And me and a group were out late at night in a very secluded area in a historical graveyard, and total silence except for the crickets, you know, the usual sounds out in the woods.
Sure.
And all of a sudden there was a thud. I mean, a big thud. And I figured the only thing that I could think of at that time was it sounded like a big black bear had fallen out of a tree on its side. And the thing of it was after the thud, we didn't hear anything. Just silence, and the crickets stopped. So, what do you think? What could it be?
Well, it's not likely that a black bear fell out of a tree. I'm not
Right.
saying it's not impossible.
A cub, maybe.
It's possible, but not probable. Because if it's a big
Well, this-
thud, cub's not going to make it. It's going to be
Yeah.
like boom, it's going to bounce a little,
Right.
and
Probably a couple times.
it's
This
got to be big.
this sounded really big.
And you hear that normally you don't, unless they want you to hear them when they're walking, you don't. So, could have been a Bigfoot, maybe. I don't know what else could do that.
And approximately a week later, we were driving in that area, and some people in the car told me later that they saw a pair of glowing red eyes in the woods. And my response was, "Well, why didn't you tell me?" And they said, "Because we knew you'd stop."
Self-preservation. I can appreciate that.
They did not want to tell me until later.
If he stops, I swear to God, I'm going to push you out. Okay, don't say a word. Wow. Well, there's your culprit. Sounds like. But
But there was no light sources.
so,
We're in the middle of
you hear this
nowhere
all the
with.
time.
Say again.
Just walk out there and look. Take a look.
But you hear all these stories all the time about glowing eyes, and it's not reflective. It's an internal illumination somehow.
Red
Don't know how.
In
it a
both
full moon?
cases,
Could it have been, eye shine? I don't know.
we were in well covered timber, so there was no moonshine hitting the ground.
Were you guys using flashlights? Was it night,
Not
day, or?
well. It was in the middle of the night, and in the middle of nowhere, so there were no lights. And now, when we were driving in the car, of course, there was the headlights, but they said they saw it off to the side of the car, exactly beside the car, and up the hill a little bit. So
Harold says, I had
I'm
one. I had one. I can't read this. What the hell? I had one land next to me on the ground with a thud, but I can't.
it hid fast, and I didn't get a pic till minutes later.
But it hid fast, and I didn't get a pic until minutes later, and it peeked out from a tree. It ducked behind.
So there.
See, and I never. When this happened, when they told me about the glowing eyes, even Bigfoot was just never entered my mind.
Really?
No, I mean the thud. I wasn't out there looking for Bigfoot. The group was, doing more ghost type things, and the only reason I was in with the group was because they said they would study UFOs, and we never got on that topic.
Okay. Huh. When was this?
This would have been around 2000, 2009, 2008.
Okay. I don't know. It sounds like it could have been, a Bigfoot. I don't see anything else it could be as far as there's no animals out there that have glowing red eyes.
No.
like self-illuminated. Just the thud, you know.
Right.
How far away was the thud?
Oh, that's hard to guess. Probably, it was at least 25 yards away and probably no more than 100 yards away. Maybe less. Yeah, definitely less than 100 because it didn't sound like it had been muffled by, traveling through the trees.
Sure. Gate Smasher, how are you? Good to see you. Be careful out there. He says he's out wandering around, seen a few pigs, raccoons, rabbit, no snakes or gators though. So be careful, man.
Right.
What do you think?
I don't know. He was telling the story, and I, up until the red eyes, it took me back to when you and I were fishing, and we heard that big log or whatever it was that fell
behind
from the
us.
tree. Yeah. That's where my excuse me, where my mind went. But then he says about the red eyes, and I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah.
Right.
But then my mind
the
goes to the shit that I saw up on the rim. So my first thought is there's more than Bigfoot in the woods. So I don't know. It's hard to say what it could have been.
The red eyes were in the same area, but they were on a different day.
Okay.
And it was in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Not all let out eye shine that's noticeable unless directly lit up. No, I'm not saying all do. I mean, they always said there's two types. That's what I've heard. And I know other people have heard it too. There's two types. There's the good type, and then there's the red-eyed one. That's what I heard.
And when they told me about the red eyes, like I said, days later, what I thought of was, more demonic was the first thing that come across my mind.
Yeah, well, it does sound a little more supernatural. Guys, the link is in chat. You want to come on and argue this with us or discuss this with us?
Right.
Feel free. Jump
Yeah,
on.
make suggestions.
Give us let us know what you think.
Harold says red eye is usually dog man.
Well, there's
Oh,
been a lot of reports of
Dogman.
red-eyed Sasquatch. I know that, you guys. I mean, if you knew how many, how often
Stories.
I listen
Yeah.
to stories, and I could hear a story on this one and then hear it over here, and it's
And know where it came from originally.
yeah, and feel like, oh, I've heard that one before,
Yeah.
But
Good and Auto. Good to see you.
hey, Goodens, what's up? So I've heard like every possible combination of portals and cloaking and everything that could be woo. I've heard about, So it's like that goes back to the two camps of flesh and blood and woo. I think they are actually meshed, and it's just a creature with extraordinary abilities compared to what we can do.
Jay says when that thing ran by me, I heard the hogs real good, but I actually can't say I heard that thing. Could have been the sudden occurrence though.
Meaning you didn't hear footsteps, like, thump, 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 however.
Yeah, right. I think at that point it's the shock of it. You're not.
Danny says Bigfoot are aliens.
well, the tree limb, that come across my mind, but the thing of it was, if it was a big tree limb, odds would be it would have either smaller limbs on it or break
would've heard
through smaller limbs on the way down.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. You would have heard it coming
Right.
down.
Or heard the
Yeah.
small ones snap before it hit the big thud.
Right.
I saw a tree limb, like she brought up the tree limb like that fell behind us when we were fishing, and I was at another location on somebody's property, and I was there was a small stream. And I had spent some time alone on this property, but I was with the owner of the property at the time. And they were standing to my right and kind of a little bit behind me. And I was right on the bank. And it's more of a creek. It's called a river, but it's not that wide. It's from bank to bank is 20 feet, maybe 20 feet. And then, depending on, how much water's in there, but, and right on the other bank across from this property where I was standing is this huge tree. I guess it might've been a standing oak or live oak. But it had this huge branch. Bottom is the lowest branch on the tree, but it was huge. And I mean, while we're standing there and I'm fishing, all you hear is crack. And I look up and the first thought is, here we go. And we both watched this branch just boom, hit the ground. And then I'm looking up above it, looking around it, like, what the fuck just happened? It didn't see anything, didn't hear anything other than that. But what's the chances of that branch coming down while two people are standing there?
The one right in front of you, out of all the trees out there, the one right in front of you. I get that.
That's the same, and that was the same piece of property, like 10 feet away. I was sitting 10 feet away when I saw the orbs. So there's something going on out there. Not allowed on the property anymore, but
That's right. I was never allowed.
That's true. You were specifically told.
I was absolutely told.
You are not allowed on my properties. It's a long story, guys.
Sorry. I was trespassed from multiple properties.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I promise you. I didn't do nothing.
That happened where? That you got banned from there? At the 168.
168. I didn't do anything, I promise.
It was my fault.
It was all your fault.
It was my fault.
I was just there. Literally, I was just there.
My neighbor in the next state over. Hello, Danny.
Greetings in South Carolina.
Patrick Vaughn says their intelligence is close to Neanderthal and they had religious beliefs. I'm sure they still have some. What spiritual aspects could surround it? Or surround Bigfoot evil? Depends on their origins, I guess. I don't know. It seems like I've heard a story where there was a gentleman who, I guess a Bigfoot got hit by a car and it was on the side of the road, kind of propped up against the guardrail or whatever, sitting up. And this guy stopped to help and he was wearing a cross around his neck. And he approached this thing and it looked at the cross and it looked at the guy and pointed up. Like it knew what the cross represented. So I thought that was interesting. £1,000-pound Bigfoot usually stay out of the trees. The younger ones are usually tasked with the tree watch. Yeah, I couldn't see a 1,000-pound Bigfoot going up a tree.
Yeah.
Not a small tree.
Right.
Well,
this is true.
It depends. I'm not saying it couldn't climb it because, it's using its hands and its feet at the same time. So it's, all the weight, 1,000 pounds isn't on one branch.
True.
If it's up. just fucking
Jason,
spitballing here.
Jason, why do we consider them evil? I've heard seldom.
I don't
Hold on, let me
consider
finish.
them evil.
I've heard seldom events of them hurting humans, and if so, maybe humans caused it. I think it just depends. I mean, like you hear all the stories from Alaska that they're not.
They're just mean fuckers
Yeah.
up
I, mean,
there.
I think it might be just
Yeah, I suppose, you know,
The
from all the
type where-
stories I've heard from, you know, Fred Roll, there hasn't been like a really peaceful, friendly experience,
no,
you
not
know.
at all. And other people,
But he's
from
biased
Alaska.
too because he had a bad experience, you know.
But you hear other stories. Most of the stories out of Alaska are
They're
bad.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Made a whole friggin' town move.
Yes. Absolutely.
Probably if I had to deal with polar bears on a regular basis, I'd be a little bit aggressive too.
Well, it's not they're not in the whole state.
But I think Jay's right, though. I mean, you know, a lot of the stories of people.
I
that
mean,
have
the
had-
polar bear aren't in the whole state.
Yeah.
A lot of the stories of people that have been harmed by them, it mostly
They brought it on.
themselves.
It was retaliation,
Yes.
or you know, their thing was defending themselves.
Right.
Christy says there are some specific Bigfoot that are mean. Well, if you want to get supposedly like the Gugwe, you know, is supposed to be what they call them, face eaters, more aggressive. Caucasian Sasquatch, what's up, buddy? Good to
What's
see
up?
you. Been a while.
Right.
But I find myself that you bring up trees is when I go through the woods, I find that I'm looking up a lot.
I do too. I think I did that before I knew anything about Bigfoot. Just always looking up when I'm in the forest. But now even more.
Caucasian Sasquatch says
that
I've been
reason.
sick. You feeling better, buddy? Obviously, you're a little better. Hope so. Sorry to hear that you're under the weather. Harold says I would be mean to humans too. Yeah. You know, it's the same thing though. With humans, you get your good, your bad. I think they're individuals, you know, individual personalities, I'm sure, like humans. You might catch one on a bad day, you know, stubbed his toe earlier on a, you know, sat on a porcupine, you know, something pissed him off, and
Right.
you know.
Or territorial, protecting its family.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true too.
I guess it's circumstantial.
I was just trying to be funny.
You know,
I get it.
interrupt their bathroom break.
Accidentally scared away the rabbit that was the toilet paper, you know. There's a joke there, but never mind. Christy says he doesn't have any cigarettes. He's mean.
Right?
I get mean. I just get grumpy.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
mean though.
What do we have? 23 watching. Woo.
WTF Mike says, don't start talking weird crap with animals. Kathy will hear it and show up.
Oh no. No.
No.
Nobody
She's
said
welcome
that.
here, but you know, we gotta put a filter on that one.
Absolutely. What's up, Mike? Good to
Well,
see you.
Harold wants to know. Yeah, ever wonder what ply leaf they use?
Big old maple leaf.
Right. Stay away
The
from
Canadian ones anyway.
Stay away from the poison ivy.
Yeah. That might be why they're grumpy. They
Right.
got a whole poison ivy.
One of the reasons why. For sure.
I wonder. I would assume they could get poison ivy. So why not? Or poison sycamore.
Yep.
Or oak, poison oak.
Oak.
I think I've had them all
Anything with thorns.
many
Never had
times.
So should we say moose 3 times real fast and see if Kathy shows up?
No,
No.
no.
Don't encourage it.
It wasn't just a moose, was it? There was another. Oh, never mind. Oh, that was never mind.
Yeah. Never mind.
They might use moss.
Everybody says
No.
no. No.
It's all WTF Mike's fault.
Well, it's you guys that encourage it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Hey, if something's funny, I laugh, but then I
Wow.
apologize later. And Sharon's like, that was a hell of a show. It just got to that line and dove right over it, and I was like, oh fuck.
I bound over it.
Live
I
and
think
learn.
the person telling the story knew exactly what they were saying and augmented it in the correct direction.
Sure.
But then Mike got a hold of it and just really spun it.
His version wasn't that far off. I don't
That's
think
true.
it wasn't that far off, but
No.
did he?
She was just more detailed.
Yeah,
That's all.
she's just pissed that she didn't remember to put the seat back. Mike said, "Welcome to my world." Sharon says, "Jay, how's the wife?" The missus.
The missus.
Hope she's doing
And
well.
since Sharon's not feeling too well, I just remind everybody to like, subscribe, and share the channel with all your friends. That way Sharon doesn't have to type.
Janet has to have open heart surgery. Thanks for
Oh,
asking.
no.
Well, you know our prayers are with her
Absolutely.
without hesitation.
She's
Excuse me.
strong. She'll be good. Lots of prayers.
She's funny.
She's a pistol. She really
When you
is.
said she's strong, I don't. Strong didn't come to mind. Ornery came to mind. I could see her
No.
being ornery.
She's strong.
Yeah, just too stubborn to
She's
give
a
up.
strong chick. Yeah, that too, but there lies the strength. Wherever it comes from.
Sharon said, "WTF, Mike? Y'all's town trees still lit up for Christmas are beautiful."
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, what did he say?
He said, y'all want to say something about my Christmas tree still being up?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So along those lines, yeah.
Yeah.
5 pounds of perch today.
For anyone.
Once they were all clean. Wow.
Wow.
I probably have about 2
Mm.
pounds of crappie out there that I have to fillet. They're still alive. But choose not to fillet them and release them, you know.
Yeah. Well, a couple of them we probably.
A couple of them I think I'm releasing because I think they're full of eggs. And I don't want to mess with that.
One smaller one that I caught needs to go back.
I can go without eating, you know. Sharon wants all 5 pounds.
He said, thank you.
He'd be the one to send him too.
I know.
still alive. Are they still in the lake yet? No, I could show you, but no, I have a holding tank, a little holding cooler, styrofoam. It's pretty big.
Yeah. It's pretty big.
That I put in lake water and an aerator, and this way I can just, I catch them, I call them, I'll take out smaller ones, like a damn tournament or something. But there are some pregnant ones in there, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I keep them alive. They could live for days. I know it sounds stupid, but if they die, it means I got to clean them like immediately.
There's a method to the madness.
Yes, there is. And I was just thinking that, or I picked up your thought. I don't know, but I was about to say it. You're right.
Yeah.
I was going to say your head's cold.
Were there a lot of people fishing the seawall in downtown Eustis today? This afternoon when I got home, there were.
Early on, there were a couple boats out there, and they're always out there. These 3 boats.
Yeah.
And they just plopped their asses in the middle of a weed patch and fish. Then there were some people on the dock.
There was people on the wall.
Then some on the wall. And I don't see the whole wall, so I don't pay attention.
I saw that one guy caught one off the wall.
Later in the afternoon, the dock out here that got crowded.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people.
It did.
Told you.
I agree.
But they were hitting. I caught one, then I caught 2, and I'm like, she was taking a nap, so I was like, when is that hour up?
You did come in and wake me up, or
I tried.
You
and
did
then,
try.
half an hour later, you reemerge. Because that was her plan. She goes, I'm going to take a shower. I mean, take a bath. Take a nap. And
for just an hour, I wanted to
get
up
and
fish the evening, But
I started catching them, and I got to get her up. And then I said, "Oh, I caught 4 crappie," and I don't even know if you heard me.
I did. I was just so cozy and knocked out. I just didn't. It took a lot to get me to get up.
Sharon. Mike, I would, but it would be a nasty mess by the time I got them. You can ship anything these days.
Yeah.
Little dry ice. Big ass thick cooler.
Same day shipping.
Yep.
It is definitely possible.
Yeah, Jay. Big fish hitting big fish hitting.
And she's asleep.
I almost said big fish shitting. That's the way it sounded.
I did catch a couple after I got up. And then it got dark and the light went out and there went all the
I had the did we turn off the other light?
Oh, I didn't.
No,
I
got a spotlight through the wall. I
did pull in the bobber though. We left. Yeah, there was.
I had the light on the house on. I had the place lit up like a Christmas tree.
Hard to see the bobber out there, after dark. I have a lit bobber that I use occasionally, but
I think he's afraid to lose it.
I am. Only because of what I've seen.
Yeah.
Bobbers going across Lake Jessup, attached to fish. It's a funny sight. 3 of them we sat there one night and watched.
One kept going past the dock.
And
here it comes again.
one would come up and you'd see it go across the lake a bit and then it'd submerge. It'd be gone, pop up on the other side. 3 different colors, 3 lit bobbers. It was funny. Poor fish.
Connor says, how is everyone doing this evening?
Doing just fine. Thank you.
Sharon just said, what am I going to do with 5 pounds of fish?
Cook it up.
Yeah, I don't know if you've never had perch. Take them up on it.
I don't think I have.
Perch is good.
I don't think I've ever had perch.
My nephew is trying to do tongue twisters. I've never laughed so hard.
What's your nephew?
It doesn't help. He has a speech impediment.
No, oh, God.
Gee,
I'm kidding. Sorry.
Christy, me too. I took that nap, and I had said after I sat down fishing, I said, man, I could go to bed early tonight if we didn't have a show.
Apparently, he can't even type it.
No. I'm like, what? That's the tongue twister.
He yelled back 4 times. Sharon says perch and brim are my favorite. Do you ever have walleye, Sharon? Walleye is another one of those amazing fish, but crappie are good too. I dig the crappie.
Heck yeah.
Also, got a bunch of shrimp.
Yay.
Probably have 3 pounds of shrimp in there.
And they're not small.
My neighbor goes shrimping a lot,
They're
and
good-
I didn't see. They went.
good size.
They went last night. They came back today. They left yesterday. Came back today.
Did you
I
see
know
it?
he's got some. I didn't see him, so. But he'll come home with how many quarts?
Every time I see him,
cooler
he says, let me know
filled.
when y'all want more.
So we end up with
Freezer.
the gallon bag filled,
Usually a
Ziploc filled
couple of those bags at times.
with
Last year.
with shrimp, big brown shrimp, I think they're called.
He says,
We haven't touched this batch.
Mike says, I trade you walleye for shrimp.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. You ship the walleye, and I'll use the same cooler and ship back the shrimp. Because the tank that I'm holding, the cooler that I'm holding the crappie in was actually probably one of those shipping
It was
containers that
big
You know,
giant
had
styrofoam.
like human organs in it or something.
No.
leave it to Moggs to get to the heart of the matter.
Right.
Anyway. No, I'm just that's what I was inside earlier and I'm like, I gotta look up what's a good keto friendly shrimp recipe.
Right. Steam it. And...
Peel and eat.
Yes. Absolutely.
Well, I was saying how we got this batch we haven't touched, but the last batch, probably the same amount of shrimp, and we finished it in probably 2 days.
Mike says, yeah, I use medical coolers for shipping meats,
There you go.
etc.
Yeah. Hello. Who is that? Doing a dishes.
Avon calling.
Avon gone.
Everywhere.
I'm
They're
sorry.
persistent.
I'm
So
sorry.
they disconnected that phone bell. That fucking doorbell. We don't have a doorbell.
No.
What is the name of the fish that has the rocks in its head? They're pretty like mother of pearl. I know what she's talking about. I just saw this recently.
So I just got the notification that I just got. Check this out. I don't know how legit it is, but
It's along with it's like a sheep head type of. Excuse me.
it's a YouTube benefit fire aid for LA. It's a concert that is being presented on YouTube.
Who's
Sure.
sponsoring it?
YouTube. It came from YouTube.
40 YouTube has 42.4 million subscribers. Damn.
Amazing. Yeah, I just got the notification I just got is a concert benefit for the LA fires from YouTube.
So far, total raised 4.2K.
How many people are watching, right? Or is chat zooming? Whatever's going on in the chat. The live
I
chat.
don't know. Is it? You'd have to click on it, wouldn't you?
Oh, it was on it.
Oh, my bad.
12,000. And
Damn.
that's 12,000 people watching right now, and they haven't even started. I don't know if you can see this. I can't
Wow.
be the only one that got this. I mean, yeah, you can't really see it because of the lighting. But yes, it's a YouTube. It's from YouTube. It was a message from YouTube. Fire Aid, a benefit concert for wildfire relief.
Sure.
God, I wish y'all could see this chat. Is just look, shoom, gone.
Yep.
How can you
I can
even? You can't even pay attention to it.
I've seen 1,200 people watching or 2,000 people watching something.
Now
at
it's
the
up to
same time.
13,000,
Damn.
and it hasn't even begun.
Now I'm trying to remember. I'm back to the fish with the stones in their head.
Oh, sorry, I did interrupt you, didn't I? I had to click on it to make sure it was legit. I'm like, what is this?
I have a little bit of Tupperware, I think. I have a lot of
there's Tupperware. In
Chinese containers, Chinese food
Chinese
containers,
food.
plastic white, plastic black. I got a lot of those.
Yeah, but there was Tupperware in the house. Original Tupperware. Look brand new. Like it hadn't been used.
Back in the 70s, I think every third house had somebody selling Tupperware out of it. Around here, anyway.
Now it's up to 14,000.
And then it evolved to Mary Kay and Pampered Chef parties.
Avon, like you said.
Avon. Yeah, it's another one. I think the best Avon product was Skin So Soft.
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I grew up with
Great bug repellent.
bug repellent.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we used it for. Yeah. So this chat, look, I gotta show you this real quick. This chat, you saw how fast it was zooming, right? Look what I landed on. UFO.
These nuts.
There you go.
UFO is then she paused the chat, just random.
Random.
And the name that the person in chat's called UFO.
They're
And all
comment.
it says is these nuts.
Their comment, they wrote these nuts.
But what's funny
There it
is
is.
we use that all the time because I eat a lot of mixed nuts. And every time I get it or whatever, one of us is saying, these nuts.
These nuts. I just randomly stopped the chat. And That's what I
We're
land on.
weird. What do you want?
I laugh at silly shit all the time. 15,000 it's up to. It doesn't
WTF
say-
Mike says my wife sells Sensi. Don't get me started.
So it doesn't say when this. Oh,
Is there an info on it or
yeah.
it says
so
more?
bringing together some of the top names in music and entertainment, both Intuit Dome and Kia Forum will host Fire Aid on Thursday, January 30th to raise money for rebuilding communities devastated by wildfires and supporting efforts to prevent future fire disasters throughout Southern California. Donate now, they give a link. Performing artists include
I'd rather donate water. That's what they need.
Dave Matthews Band, John Mayer, Billie Eilish, Gracie Abrams, Official, Graham Nash, Green Day, Jelly Roll, John Fogerty, it goes on and on and on.
Right on.
Stevie Nicks, Stevie Wonder, The Official Sting,
Stevie B. What?
Rod Stewart, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pink, No Doubt, Lady Gaga, Joni Mitchell. Yeah, I think.
All Californians.
Yeah, there's
Just about.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say what time it starts.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're a California band.
And every social media platform you can scroll, and so it's all over Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
When is this concert? You said the 31st or something?
The 30th, which is today, but
No.
it doesn't say exactly when it
Oh,
starts.
yeah, it is.
It just says started 6 minutes ago, but there's nothing showing.
What do you have to donate in order to get in?
Oh,
No,
it didn't say that.
Well, that's cool. At least, they did that.
Right.
That fish is
How
trying to
they
think of
did
the
it.
name. Was it called a pearl fish?
No, it's. Oh, I forgot. I was like, what the hell is that noise? It's a neighbor pulling into his driveway. I don't know. I think there's one or two stone. I think there's one stone in it, and it's in its forehead. It's in its head. Where's my phone? I can solve this.
Sorry, I'm still looking into this.
Really? That's my dog.
Good puppy.
It was like she was bored or
What
something.
fish has a stone-like thing in its head? It's not stone. It's calcium or
Stone-like
something.
thing.
This is the fucking answer I get. AI. All fish have a stone-like thing in their head.
Well,
Called
look what
a
WTF Mike.
tolith.
Look what WTF Mike wrote.
Yeah, he looked it up too.
Googled it.
He didn't know that shit. An ear stone.
She said a drum makes this? Question
Yeah.
mark.
It's something that it's pretty predominant. You can cut it out and.
Oh, excuse me.
I know I saw it recently where there was one that had a big stone in his head. Yeah, it's one of those. It's just saw this recently, and I'd never really paid attention to it until the guy was like, he dug it out of the head, and I'm like, ooh, what the fuck?
21,000 people now, but it's not.
She's fascinated by this.
I'm waiting for it to start, and there's nothing on there. Oh,
What time is it supposed to start? I'll probably start 10 o'clock.
I'd imagine somebody is referring to Stevie Nicks, but again, I look at chat and look at what I see. Stevie.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's just too weird.
See, it's calling to me. I'm just reading.
Stevie's using chat.
Travis says, back in the day, I used to weld. Skin so soft with my friend by now. I should be getting stock from Avon.
Right? What did you say, Jim?
Sorry, buddy.
I said that Stevie was using the chat like a spirit box.
Right?
Right.
Just randomly selected stuff.
He just stops at random and see what's in the middle.
See what the message is. That's funny. I should do that.
It's the talking 8-ball. Anybody got a question? We'll just stop it.
Yeah,
And
let's
see
stop
what,
and see
you
what
know.
it says. I mean, it's scrolling so fast. Oh, wait. Something happened. I think it's.
Oh,
Oh, it is starting now.
Can't get a copyright infringement if we.
No,
know.
because it's from YouTube.
Yeah.
Split screen it.
they would find a way.
Right?
Green Day. I think. Pretty sure. Good shot. Watch when it scrolls. Watch.
That's crazy.
A second ago, it went.
Yeah, look at the one that just went by, 11:11.
Yeah.
Tink Tink is down the rabbit hole.
I am. I love good music. I mean, and for a good cause, heck yeah,
Right?
that's awesome. It's awesome that YouTube is doing that, and whoever put it all together.
WTF Mike says, Stevie B, come back. You're co-hosting a show, for fuck's sake.
I said it for years. I'm just here hanging out.
Jay says lots of people have rocks in their head.
Yeah, this is so true.
All right.
You're not going to get a strike for something that they're playing, promoting. That's why I said if you were to split screen it, you would get away with it.
And
We
that's
got
what
an hour
Stevie's
left.
doing. Stevie is promoting that for them,
No, I get it.
telling everybody about it.
For a good cause. There's so
We're
much.
down to 16.
I wish they'd have done that for North Carolina. You know, something to that effect.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
a few,
really. What was that?
we had a few country music artists that did stuff, but it was nothing like the list that you just gave.
Yeah, matter of fact,
Because it's North Carolina, not California,
yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And except for Asheville, probably 90% of the people who was affected were conservative.
Hmm.
Asheville is San Francisco of the East.
Pretty liberal, right? Asheville.
Yeah, Asheville is, yeah. It's a great
Asheville's
place
got
to
a big,
visit.
Huge gay community in Asheville.
Hey, Drake.
And a little town just north of Asheville.
Drake, what's up?
Even more so, yeah.
Yeah. Sharon says, thanks everyone for being here tonight.
Sharon, you should go get some rest. I know she's not feeling
Yeah, I'm not keeping her.
Yeah.
good.
It's her. It's her feeling of obligation.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wish she didn't
not
have
obligated.
that feeling.
If I have to take your wrench away, I'll do it. Go get some sleep.
Right?
She wouldn't leave.
Sharon, I'll try to remember to remind everybody to like, subscribe, share,
Comment.
and every once in a while I'll imitate Miss Deal and say blah blah blah.
Right?
Do it or else.
I hope she's doing good.
I know, right?
Oh, wow.
Too. Mr. Lee, 3PO, and her. You know,
Supposedly he was supposed to pop in a chat tonight, but I get it.
He's been busy.
No, I. Sharon says, I'm in bed. We'll leave in a few minutes. I got to get up at 4 a.m. again.
All the more reason.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
You don't have
Turn
to hang
off
out
the
here.
device.
Step away from the chalupa. This being the chalupa. He's okay. He's been busy. Stevie reached out to him recently, and he got back in touch. That's why I said he was open. He was hoping to be able to pop in the chat tonight.
Yeah, he
Still
said
time.
he said if he got everything done that he was working on, he would. But he's been tired from work, and it's the time difference from.
Oh yeah, he's been doing it for how long?
No, for
How many years?
years.
Hanging out with all of us and all the other channels that he hung out on, and
yeah.
takes its toll. But now he's
Yeah,
got
right.
responsibility or something. That,
Yes, that he's working
And he's in Europe. What time is it there? 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning right now?
probably
Should be-
2 o'clock now.
yeah.
Thereabouts. Has anyone heard from Miss Dill? She has been missing in action for a while. No,
No,
I gotta. I'm gonna send her out. Text message. reach out, make sure she's all right. Who else? Did I miss anybody else in here? I doubt it. I think Drake was the last one to pop in. So what else is going on, Jim?
That's about it. The last the Widow Falls, as I was packing up to drive away, a truck came up and 4 guys got out with all their fishing equipment. And I said, I don't fish, but what do you guys usually catch in the streams here? And they said they would go after rainbow trout and brown trout.
Nice. I released the
And
brown.
I was surprised they were fishing because, there was a lot of ice and it was still pretty chilly.
A lot of ice on the river.
Yes. I mean, it wasn't totally iced over. There was open spots, but it was cold.
Sharon said she's emailed her, but hasn't heard anything.
Oh, okay. Because that's what I would have done is emailed her. I don't know that I have. I probably have her on Messenger.
No.
Mike, I called the ranger station and
about it. No.
No.
Sorry. Was that Jim?
I called the ranger. Yeah, I called the ranger station and they did not know how Widows Falls got the name. They said that I would have to find someone who lived there for a long time, like in their 80s or 90s, and pretty much I don't know how reliable that information would be.
Jim,
you think they would have done that?
Well, most towns have a historical society.
Yeah.
I would start there. Like I know Seminole County, the county I work for, we have a small, tiny museum of history, and yeah, I work with those guys every once in a while from the historical society. So local towns, there's usually somebody.
You probably just asked the wrong person.
The closest town is almost 30 minutes away. But that's a good idea. I agree with that.
Is it a destination spot? Is it a tourist attraction, or is it just
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
It's Stone Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
There'll be a record somewhere.
They've got 3 or 4 little creeks, small streams that flow into the main stream that goes through the park. And they've got a really large waterfall, but it's on a rock face that's sloped in such a way. I would have to have a drone or something to get a picture of the entire waterfall. And they don't allow drones to be launched in state parks. It's
national parks.
Yeah. It's the closest town would probably be Sparta, North Carolina. Like I say, they're probably 20, 30 minutes away, something like that. I don't think it would be over 30.
Is that Widows Creek Falls?
Widows Creek Falls.
Here we go. An old miner never returned to his wife. A sad tragedy. Let's see. See what the lore is. Excellent swimming hall, natural water slide that is great for kids of all ages. However, check with our legal department to review our disclaimer. We are not accepting responsibility for any accidents or injuries.
Sharon, good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only to his wife.
NAC, good to see you as well.
Yeah, the only reason to go there for it's a small slide. The only reason to go there is because you live close to it. There's a place down north of Brevard called Sliding Rock, and it's probably 20 yards long that you can slide down the rock.
There's a state park in Arizona. It's in Sedona, in Oak Creek Canyon, called Slide Rock State Park, and it's same thing. You know, you get these long natural water slides. You can cliff jump a little bit. It's nothing huge, but you know, if you're 15 feet up, I mean, it's you don't just jump up. You always look twice, going, do I really want to do this?
The one close to Brevard, it's got a nice deep pool that you land in. The one up there at Stone Mountain, it's not all that deep. It's probably for little kids. It would be fun.
Yeah, that's what it said on the site. That kids going down the slide. One's shallow.
I was there in July, and I did not get in the water to test the temperature. But the kids that were standing around, they were shivering.
Shivering. Yeah. That was like when my dad and I were on the Colorado River, camping. It was during the day. It was 96, 97 degrees down there, and standing in the water fishing, the water was 40 degrees. So even though it was so hot, you couldn't help but shiver.
Yeah, 40-degree water is way cold.
Yeah, because it comes in from the bottom of the dam, and it was very cold. What's going on tonight? Is there other shows? Damn.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Well, there's 40,000 people watching the fire aid right now.
Damn. That's just weird. Just 13 people here.
Wow.
There's 40,000 watching and 13 more listening.
Jay says there's a new show on now called Evidence of Bigfoot. 86 in chat. Never heard of any of these people. They read stories. New people eat these stories up. There's a lot of new channels out there.
There actually is.
Yeah.
Some of
Christy
them I've seen some channels where it's just like I question these people's motives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately. I agree.
It's all about money. But not even like earning it. It's just sticking my hand out and saying, "Can I have money?"
Yeah.
Yeah. When money gets involved, I tend to get very skeptical.
Well,
Yeah, no, and that's the problem.
when that's
I've
the
seen
first
a couple
thing talked about.
Yeah, if that person does a live and that's the first thing that comes up,
That's a red flag.
yeah, it's like no.
I mean, instantly. Just second the camera goes live.
Dean, what's up?
I just
Dean Moretti.
saw that
Good to see you.
recently.
So that show is on right now. Evidence of Bigfoot. And there's 86 watching. There's not actually 86 in chat. There's probably about 6 people here in chat right now. 7, whatever. Well, at this rate, now there's probably a few more. I can't pull it up.
Yeah. Well, we've got both Sharons here.
Dean already says it's the Super Bowl. What's the Super Bowl? When is the Super Bowl? It's coming up.
That would be first weekend of February, or is it?
So every year they have an event in our town right over here in the park. It's called George Fest. It's the longest running and biggest President's Day festival. It runs for like a week. And last year they had for entertainment they had what was it, Tracy Bird
Tracy Bird.
Country, and then this year there we just found out. She found out today. She's all happy. Is I'm looking forward to it too. It's Jody Messina,
Oh,
country artist.
She'll be in our backyard, basically.
Yeah. Like we could sit here and watch the show and listen, but
Yeah,
we'll
but I
walk
wanna go
over
close.
and
is this the daughter of the guy that was with Loggins in Messina back in the 70s?
Don't know.
Is she related to him?
I do not know. That's a good question.
Huh.
Huh. Because he says, "Cool, you going to it?" Yeah, we don't even have to leave the house.
It's not going to it. It's just walking over there.
Yeah. It's a free show, For the week, there's a carnival. There's
They have so many events during the week. There's a bass tournament. There's
probably a water ski show. No, I mean they didn't do that for the
no.
George
They
Fest.
did. They ended it with fireworks, like 4th of July fireworks. But there's a run. There's a
As opposed
dog
to what,
walk.
Easter?
There's I meant shut up.
Moggs, I just thought of something. If you come up to see Michael Haywood, you might want to time it so that you can go to Merle Fest.
Merle Fest.
Celebrate Merle and Doc Watson.
I didn't know they had one, dude.
Yeah, you can
Where is
look up Merle Fest. It's west of me. I couldn't tell you the exact town. All I know is it's west of here. I think it's in Wilkesboro.
Merle Fest, huh?
Yeah. They usually have quite a few different artists, and they got camping.
Considered one of the
available.
premier music events and festivals in the country. Huh.
Yeah, it pulls in a lot of people. That and the Old Times Fiddler Convention up in Virginia. I think the Fiddlers Convention is the first weekend in September.
April 24th through the 27th.
That sounds
Community
about
College,
right.
Wilkesboro, North Carolina. What kind of lineup is there?
It'll be names you'd recognize before I'd recognize them.
Bonnie Raitt.
Oh, everybody knows Bonnie.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of people I don't know. So far,
And
Bonnie Raitt's the only one that I recognize.
and the Old Times Fiddler Convention is in Galax, Virginia, but it's just over the state line.
That would be cool. Fiddler Fest?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be interesting.
You see a lot of barefoot bib overalls.
Jay Fritz says Jody Messina is not the daughter of Jim Messina. You are not the father.
Right.
I guess Maury would have been disappointed. Moggs, if I get to making too much noise, tell me and I'll mute my microphone. I'm going to get a soda.
But just don't put your microphone in the cup. WTF Mike says, wait, technically speaking, Stevie B, can you two-step?
Technically.
Why not?
Why not? Right? I'm sure it could.
I'm looking at her shoes, so yeah. Oh, no kidding. Harold says Jody Messina's brother and two sisters played in her band. That's cool.
That's very cool.
That is cool.
Sharon says, Christy, I don't know who it was. I seen a video of a camper on the lake. I would be scared it would crash in. Oh, it happens every year. Something goes through the ice. I just saw a video recently where I guess it was, it was somewhere up north, obviously, but they had a guy put up an ice shack on the lake, but it was in the shipping lanes. Like they had to come in through with an icebreaker. They were about to come through and they had to stop because this guy's out fishing. They had to like go get him off the ice so the icebreaker could come through.
Yep. Mike, Bonnie Raitt's biggest hit's probably Nick of Time.
I gotta, what do we got? I gotta do something with those fish when we get off of here. I can hear them.
Cat's trying to go after 'em.
Or the cats are going after him, but I
Yeah.
can hear since it's a styrofoam cooler, styrofoam lid. But from putting them in, the water went up, and now it's right at the top. So if they start jumping
Breaking the
around,
water, yeah.
they're gonna knock the top off the damn thing. Yeah, Duluth, Minnesota. That's where the guy put his clam hut or whatever you call it, ice hut in the shipping lanes. I'm in North Dakota. We don't have shipping lanes. Where we're going, we don't need shipping lanes.
Right.
Harold says Bonnie Raitt can jam on that guitar. Yes, you can.
I think B.B. King invited her to play with him a
Really?
couple of times. Yeah.
Now that's someone who used to jam.
Yes.
I met B.B. King at a show he did. I got to sit in the locker room, not the locker room, the dressing room or green room or whatever you want to call it after the show. It was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice guy. But, I said, when I met him, I was like interested in getting into the business a little bit. And I asked, I said, well, how do you get into the business? And basically, and he goes, remember that old Henny Youngman line? How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what I got from him. I walked away like, you motherfucker. What kind of advice is that?
It's not bad advice. It's just not what you were looking for.
No, I don't know what I was looking for.
Looking for more. Just something more.
Yeah, a little more meaning. Where, something deeper.
Right.
There was a band out of Roanoke, Virginia that I used to go and see quite often. They were a cover band and they did Journey songs.
Oh, okay.
And the lead singer, if he put on a wig and got in front of a crowd and didn't tell anybody, people thought he was Steve Perry. He was that good. And
really?
I'd probably been watching them whenever they got close by. I'd go and see the band perform for 2 or 3 years, and he got invited out to California. Spent time with Journey. They offered him the job, but while he was there, his wife found out that she was pregnant, and he, in my opinion, did the right thing. He turned down the job with Journey and come home. He didn't want to be on the road. Yeah, he didn't want to be on the road with a newborn baby at home.
No, that's admirable.
While he was out there, he wrote with the band, and he's got a gold record. So from
No shit.
being a contributor on some of the songs on their album that come out back then.
Right on.
That's cool.
WTF Mike says, I'm telling y'all, if you get the chance, go see Midget Kiss. I think that would be a fun show.
I think it would be a fun show. And did they name themselves Smooch? Just a little kiss.
No, it's peck on the cheek. Peck. Wasn't the peck small? It was. What was that from? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
That too would be a smaller thing than a kiss.
Yes. He says, I put a wig on here and the women in here get jealous.
Got
Got
jealous.
jealous.
You did put a wig on.
I remember that. The mop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you around for? You weren't around for that, Jim. Jay was on. I don't think you were. Jay was on one time, and what the hell was it? Was it? I don't know if it was Halloween or whatever the hell, but he's sitting in his recliner and he's got a mop
Over his head like a wig.
I sit in my recliner and I put on a party hat, but that was it.
It wasn't on your head, was it?
Yeah.
This chair's killing me.
Sharon says, Jay, it depends on the style and the color.
Right.
So, Stevie, what's the latest message from your makeshift spirit box?
All right, let's see.
Chris Jarvis says, speaking of music, that Fire Aid concert is on. They pulled Alanis Morissette out of retirement
Yes,
to headline.
that was her just now.
I'm not watching it.
It's on. I put it on the TV, but yes, she was just on.
My TV's right here.
I would rather be talking to Moggs and Stevie B.
WTF Mike says, Jay, no one was jealous of your wig.
It was
your boobs. Sharon says, I remember Jay doing that. I don't remember the reason, though. I'm trying to remember.
Get the fuck out of here. First thing, I went to the chat, and I shit you not.
She's playing roulette again with chat.
Look what first word I see.
Oh, Russell. God bless America. The person's last name was Russell, and it says God bless America.
I did what you said, Jim. That's what I got. First word.
It's funny.
It's going so fast. I just dunk and yeah.
Jay was laughing so hard instead of LOL, he put KIK.
Right.
You were one keystroke. Just go over to the right a little bit. You're on. Just one little key over, and you're good.
You were in the neighborhood. You were in the neighborhood, just the wrong house.
She's crying right now.
You know what that really is? Because it's LOL. It's also KIK.
Okay, have you been drinking?
He did it again. Janet secretly switched the keys around on him.
She's over there yelling at him to shut up. He's laughing so hard.
The dogs are all fucking going nuts. Chris Jarvis says, you had one job, Jay.
Oh, it's too funny.
Oh.
Moggs, I did my best to try to get other people to come up and join us.
No, you're good. Dude.
I didn't hear
Don't
you.
be silly.
I didn't hear
I
a
didn't
word.
hear him either, but you know, it's
I try to set the example. If the little old mountain man can do it, anybody can.
no, I get it.
I get it. I'm just messing with you.
There's not a lot of people here, dude. It's all good.
There's so many
and
other
I
shows.
appreciate the people that are hanging
Oh
out.
God,
you know?
yes, absolutely.
Stevie, if you
No,
didn't
no.
mess with me, I'd think you didn't like me.
You think I don't like you?
You mess with me all the time.
He messes with everybody. Imagine
But
living with.
that's what I'm saying. If you two don't mess with somebody, you probably don't like them.
Don't like them.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I can't sit here and watch this.
I'm not watching.
It's who is it?
That's Sheila E.
That's what I thought, playing the drums. And I was
Yeah.
like, is that? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they brought her out of retirement too.
Chrissy said I would be up there, but I'm tired. But I'm here. No, it's all good, guys. Silly. That's why I enjoy having a co-host. Because we can bounce off one another and dude,
Don't be throwing stuff. Don't be throwing stuff at Stevie.
I know, right?
I don't have to throw anything. I can reach her.
And this is true. Right.
Next week, you'll have ping pong balls bouncing off of your head.
Right.
Bless you. Oh, God bless
I
you.
don't know if you're giving me ideas or her.
Oh, goodness.
Salute, dog.
Yeah.
Dog's over there sneezing her head off.
Look, she's rubbing her nose now.
She's doing coke again. We had her off of it, but
Sorry.
She probably enjoys the smell.
Something is really bothering her.
have you guys noticed how the how low the small
Plane
small
traffic
plane traffic
flies.
here? I don't. I'm used to low planes, dude.
They
'cause
fly right over top of his head.
They
over at
land
the marina.
100 feet from me.
Yeah.
I see seaplanes all the time, every day, taking
We
off,
had-
and
there was that
landing.
one that came so close it felt like it shook the whole floating dock.
yeah, that was like from Caddyshack.
Yeah, it came
With if you ever watch Caddyshack, you know when they're out on the yacht and Rodney Dangerfield's at the helm, and it's that famous line where it's, "I almost got hit from Amelia Earhart." That's what it felt like. It was that close.
It was that close.
Chris says, "Let's all become Crystal Methodists." No.
No, thank you.
No,
You can have my share.
Yeah.
right.
I'm that giving.
Jay's laughing again.
Switch back.
I've seen people.
He
I've
found
seen
it.
people just totally ruin their lives with crystal meth, and I don't care to participate.
Yeah, I've seen some bad stuff. Never did it. Never had a desire to do it. Never.
No.
Just, I mean, and that's just me. I don't condemn
No.
anybody for their habits. I get it. I've never done that as far as habits.
No desire.
Yep. And if you ever think you want to do drugs, just imagine what Mike would do on drugs, and then you'll never want to.
Mr. Fritz, good night.
Good night, Jay.
Take care. It was good to see you.
Tell Janet hi.
Good night, Jay.
Indeed.
Let us know when she goes in.
When you play,
Yes.
how's your back, Jay? There's a reason for this.
He knows.
I want to know if he's playing pool yet. Back to playing pool yet. I want to come up and play pool with you guys. I know it's a tournament or it's a league, but it's always a break. I'll jump on the table.
I just want to come and watch. I think it's cool.
Harold says, Sharon, I messaged him and we are going to set up a date to appear on his show after next Friday when we will be on Abnormal Investigations. I'm assuming you're talking about Old Bear.
Oh, there, yes. That's
Hang
what
out
I'm
with
talking
Ralphie.
about. Yep.
I don't know. Ralph's cool. I just, 38 experiences.
Yeah, I don't
That's a
know.
lot.
I never got to meet him. I wasn't there for that. I don't know what it was. Meet and greet or what was that?
Oh, it was a camp outing up in Copper Mountain. I think it was Copper Mountain in Tennessee, right on the Ocoee River. It was where they did the Olympics when they had kayaking when they were here. Yeah, you've been there.
I've been there. Wait, what have I been there?
It was sponsored by Old Bears channel and Manimal Research. Joe Pass, the Squatching Cowboy. And it was, it was cool. It was good to meet people. We went up into the woods, but there were too many people there. They actually had it on Labor Day weekend. So
if you go to
actually squatching was just stupid.
If you go to Squatching Cowboys channel, I don't know if he still has it up, but they put out a video of a hike that those guys did.
Yeah, Bear's I guess he's ordained a minister also, if you don't know that. So at the outing, he did a service, but me, or Joe Pass, myself, and his buddy Kenny, we didn't stick around for that. That's when we went on this hike up this mountain across the street.
Joe Pass, Squatchy Cowboy, he was coming out of
recovering from COVID
and wasn't 100% at all.
No.
So for him to as far as he did, that was amazing.
I'm assuming he's ordained, Christy, but he is a religious, individual. We didn't just, it wasn't that we had anything against, sticking around for a sermon, but we only had so much time there.
The opportunity,
to go hiking and
to go hike around.
It was funny because that hike, I knew he was hurting. Joe was hurting.
Labor Day weekend.
It was Labor Day weekend.
It was.
Yeah, that's why it was so busy.
There's a ton of people out there.
And I just, he had to stop and I got it. But he didn't realize everybody's like, there's only 3 of us, but we're like dying. But I'm like, I just keep marching on, leaving those guys behind just to get up past this one corner so I could fall apart. Like
they were hiking a mountain.
Holy fuck.
It was straight up.
But I was wearing a body cam the whole time. And when I'd stop, you knew how bad I was hurting because you would just see the camera shake with my heartbeat. Looked like an earthquake.
Wendell. Hey, Mugs, do you have stickers?
I do not, man. Yeah, he's interesting. He is. Sorry, Wendell, I don't have any stickers, dude. If I did, I'd give them to you. I got bandanas. You want a bandana? Do I have any that aren't?
Yeah, there's only half a box.
Wendell, if you want a bandana, I got a few. So, you can email me. The email is in the info on the channel. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that one. Sorry, I'm sitting here scratching. I feel like I got bit by something sitting here.
No,
what the hell?
My legs got bit.
I've sent out a few bandanas
outside when we were fishing. Once it got dark, I was getting bit.
I figured out how to send them in just a card size envelope.
Yeah.
So I just send it right in the mail in an envelope. It's cheaper.
It's easier.
Yeah, I had bought bandanas for that outing with Old Bear, and they're selling. Joe's selling T-shirts. This guy's selling T-shirts, and I'm just handing out bandanas. I'm like, wait, I could get paid for these? I'm just here. You go, here you go.
Yeah, Sharon said Cowboy scared me when he gave us a little shout out. I knew he was in bad shape not to finish the hike. He couldn't breathe. He did. He gave us a little shout
I'll tell you
out,
what,
but
he
man,
did basically finish the hike. Where he stopped finally was maybe 50 feet from the top of the mountain. And it was just that there was a
good spot to sit.
there was a tree across the path that you had to climb over to get, up just 50 yards up or 50 feet up, whatever. It wasn't far at all. But he was hurt,
He was.
but he did it. I mean, he got up as far. There wasn't,
That's what I said.
because I went to the top
for him still
and around the corner, and it was like there wasn't much else to
he didn't
see.
miss
So
anything.
yeah, going up and back was fine.
But no, I had said it. I was impressed. He wasn't well off at all.
Wendell, just send me your address and email me your address, and I'll send you one, dude. Hope you're not picky about colors and won't be pink. Don't worry.
Unless you want pink. I mean,
Hey,
there's
yeah,
nothing
it's up
wrong
to
with
you.
that.
I won't tell anybody.
I
don't judge.
think
I
you
don't
have any
judge.
pink ones left. You don't think?
No, I gave a lot of pink ones away because
Yeah.
that was because ladies love pink.
I think I have 2 or 3 of the pink ones myself. I'm sure.
I wouldn't even know where to get stickers. Where do you get stickers? Where do you order them from?
Oh, anywhere.
I'm sure there's tons of places online that'll do it.
Yeah. Well, where I got your cards from? Same.
Oh yeah, that printing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get stickers.
If I order them now, I could have them in 2 years.
No, shut up. No, because she sold the company. It's actually a different guy now. They would come quick.
Yeah, you mentioned that
Yep.
that somebody bought it.
Yeah. Well, that's why it took forever, because she was at the end of. She pretty much gave up on the business and was in the process of selling it.
And here you come along with this order.
I know. Well, she offered, so
Is it getting hot in here?
I turned the fan on.
No. Seriously, it just felt like heat on my legs. That was
Yeah,
weird.
I turned the fan because I felt the same. I felt like it
All
was
right.
getting warm. When you asked me, was I all right?
Quick, Stevie, do the makeshift spirit box and see what message you get about the heat.
Man,
What's the question? What do we want to
hold on, I gotta get to it.
The
'Cause
heat,
Why is it hot in here?
I gotta bring it.
Yeah.
Bring it. Oh god.
and Moggs, if you want to get rid of pink bandanas, just tell everybody it's Bigfoot Save the Tatas.
What?
Bigfoot Save the Tatas.
You said what I was thinking.
In that tone of voice too. Huh? Get rid of the pink bandanas. How?
Just tell everybody that you're saving Bigfoot Tatas.
Oh yeah, okay. Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Right?
It's in October. Sorry, I just had this stupid video.
That's okay.
I'm trying to figure out who this is on stage right now.
We do have Cheeto bandanas. We have to buy a cricket machine, babe. Those things are pretty cool.
They are.
Miss Deal.
AC/DC, get your balls on the walls, man. Balls in the
Balls to
wall.
the
Balls
wall.
to the wall.
Pluralized.
Balls to the walls.
Miss Dill.
She couldn't stand her ears burning. She was like, somebody's fucking talking about
So
me.
good to see
It was all of us.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you, Miss Still. We were worried.
Indeed.
There you are. We hope you're doing well.
50,000 watching.
Even Christy's like, how the heck are you? Chris says Redbubble makes a lot of custom stickers. Yeah, I would do that. Get some stickers. I'd use that what do you call it?
Speaking of stickers, WTF Mike, where'd he go?
I don't know.
Are you saying he has a prickly personality?
Well, he's a prick, all right.
Richie Evan, what's up?
I'm kidding. He knows I'm kidding. Couldn't help that one. Jim said
He
that
would
one.
say, now, tink, tink.
Richie, I'm not even gonna ask.
Moggs isn't going to ask, and I'm not even going to read what he's not
Oh,
going
is
to
that
ask.
what it is?
He is happy as hell today.
All right. Could have just said happy.
What's Richie? You know,
Had to be controversial.
always.
There we go. Gay meaning happy.
See?
From the
Fucking
20s,
say that.
1920s.
Do I know him or what?
It's not something that changes day to day, you know. Had to be happy. Never mind. Well, I'm glad you're happy today, Rich. You had a good day? Good.
It was a good day.
Where are we at? We got about 15 minutes left. Oops.
Oh, my goodness.
Nah.
Where'd the last 45 go?
I don't know.
Blazer. Good to see
Hey,
you.
Blazer, what's up? Even the Flintstones had a gay old
That's
time.
right.
Does look like he's built like Fred.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Hello, my Miss Dill. How are you? That's just how I read it. It's like Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's exactly what that said.
We're all bipedal.
And in about 15 minutes, we'll be all going by.
This is true.
Right.
Bye bye.
That's true, Patrick.
Now that I think about it, yeah.
Richie said, yep, Robin
Robin
Williams
Williams
stole
stole
it
that
from
from
me.
From about 1890 to about 1920, late 20s, that was a common thing for happy.
What is it? That's cruel. What was a common thing?
The
word?
They actually called it the gay 90s because everybody was so happy in the 1890s.
Yeah, I think I've heard that.
But the language changed. Like a certain 3-letter word that used to mean a partially smoked cigarette now means, or for a time meant something totally different, and now it's politically incorrect.
I read it the way he wrote it instead of like I got the song on my head, and that's why I was like that was wrong.
Yeah, that's just me.
But the way he wrote it is don't stop, be leaving.
Be leaving. Yeah. Yeah, Blazer said, and thongs used to be flip flops.
Yes.
I think they call them thongs in England, over in Europe.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I remember I was like, dude, you call that a thong? No, a thong here is something
Mhm.
different.
Yep.
Thong, thong, thong.
I wonder how that song got translated over there.
Flip flops, flip flops. I don't know. Why are they talking about shoes? I don't get it.
Wow, yeah, well, them Americans, they're crazy. Has he got a foot fetish or something?
Patrick says, I'll just be straight happy. It's that vernacular that gets hijacked.
Well,
Well, they do call a trunk a boot.
This is true.
yeah. And it's not a hood, it's a bonnet.
But what's a boot called?
Uh, uh, Flickers, I think. Flickers.
No, what's the word for? Oh, there is a word for it. It's the rain boot.
Slickers?
No. Hang on. It's me trying to think of a name.
Muck boots? I don't know.
Galoshes, or
Galoshes, okay.
that's the word I was thinking of.
Maybe.
I don't
No,
know.
no
I
dude to
don't know.
boot it.
They do know.
I was Canadian or from, well,
Boots are
Minnesota.
kickers.
Boots are kickers? Well,
Shit kickers.
we call no, that was good. Like we call sneakers kicks
Right.
or tennis shoes or Sharon says, Patrick, have you got your king cake yet?
Oh, who's me?
I guess Mardi Gras is coming up. And Fat Tuesday and Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kickers in your hours.
Since Sunday's going to be February the 2nd, do you guys watch Groundhog Day, the movie?
I've seen it over and over and over and over
No.
again. It still ends the same. Harold says I put my kickers on one leg at a time.
Knickers.
Knickers?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have to lean in to see the end.
Right.
Miss Still says, Richie Evans, get us a Bigfoot head already? Jeez.
Get us a Bigfoot head.
Give us? Get us.
Get us.
Get us. I gotta find a happy medium in my vision here. Sharon wants to know, Miss Still, hello, where have you been, young lady? You have been missed, and we've been worried about you. Sort of. But you're a big girl, so figured you're fine.
Yeah. But we're a little selfish and we would prefer to see you every once in a while.
Yeah, just that affirmation. That you're still there. Miss Still's like, they do love me. Jesus, girl, you've been around for how long?
Long time.
I mean, almost since the beginning here, probably the beginning of this channel.
Oh yeah.
She's family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you ever get bored with Canada and want to come visit Florida, you got a place.
Once they make it into a state. No problem. I'm kidding.
Just, don't get deported. It's going around right now.
Yeah.
Sorry. Miss Steele says your hair looks awesome.
Oh, thank you. I don't think so, but thank you.
You had to throw it in there. Right? Couldn't take it.
I thanked her sincerely.
All right. Link is in chat one last time. There's 5 minutes left. If anybody wants to pop on. If you did pop on and I didn't see you back there, I apologize.
3 minutes left.
It's dark in there.
It is very. I'm tired tonight.
Yeah, you said that earlier before we got on. It's like
One more day, Steve.
that'd be a better
One more day.
I've been staring at a computer all day, looking at numbers and schedules, and yeah, it was kind of hectic. Some things got mixed up and messed up as far as work that I've been working on for weeks now. So I had to go and make some corrections. Somebody got in the system, and yeah, I was pissed. But I swore today's a good day. I wasn't gonna let it get to me. I just had to get it done, and it's tedious. It's such tedious work having to line by line, and
Sharon, good night.
it's like playing
Thank you.
mini Tetris when you're blind. You just can't see it after a while. Everything blends together, and yeah. Anyways, enough about me and my complaining about work. But I'm tired.
Wendell says I'd like to go to the East Coast with my metal detector. Stevie, I'll join you.
Yes, absolutely.
Go do the Treasure Coast.
Hell yeah.
Or is that Vero Beach?
Stay
Over
when.
that way.
Stay when.
There's so much stuff that's still out there.
Okay.
Treasures that are shit gets washed up, and could you imagine just finding like one
that's
bullion
been my
or
dream.
doubloon or whatever you
That's been
call
my
it?
dream. Just one Spanish coin or old piece of jewelry. Something. Just one. I just want one. That's all.
Moggs, did you just say Vero Beach?
Vero Beach, yes.
On
over
my
that
way on my way to Fort Lauderdale, I stopped and spent the night in Vero Beach.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
on the news the next morning, as I was driving back to Interstate, they announced that a dozen kilos of cocaine
Yeah.
had washed up the beach.
That was my first thought.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
how I
happens
knew
too.
you were going to say that, but I kind of
Hey,
thought
treasure's treasure, you know?
You know?
There's cocaine bears over there. We got sharks, cocaine sharks here.
Right. Cocaine gator.
They don't eat much. They don't have an appetite.
That's kind of surprising. That's kind of surprising. You would name that one town.
Yeah. No, that's where the Space Coast is. That's
Oh no,
where-
the Gold Coast or the Treasure Coast.
Treasure Coast. I mean, when I say space,
starts over there.
Treasure is what I meant to say.
When I was a kid, my grandparents, my mom's parents, they lived in Vero Beach. As a matter of fact,
Oh,
that's where my grandfather passed away. Was in Vero Beach. I haven't been back since.
It still says been here for 4 years. Well, 3 years. Only 3 years after all the times I haven't showed up.
I don't think it accumulates like that, but
No.
I didn't leave anything at that beach.
What's that?
I didn't leave anything at that beach. Christy asked me what did I drop off at the beach, and it was nothing. Did not belong to me.
His burdens. He left them behind.
Patrick says I'd turn the Coke in, but if it was tequila, fine, just keep it.
Nah, it depends on the tequila. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would.
I mean, I wouldn't keep the Coke.
No, too much headache.
I'm gonna refrain that. I wouldn't keep all the Coke. No.
It's crazy how many times I've heard that though since I've lived here. In
Oh,
Florida.
people finding. Oh yeah,
kilos. Yeah,
out fishing and. Wait, what the hell's that?
it just rolls up in there.
Big old kilo floating by.
Well,
Rolls up in the surf. People go out for their first morning walks, and next thing you know, it's all over the news.
Yeah. You know what it's. Oh, okay.
I'm going to.
He wants stickers. He's just going sticker heavy.
Right?
That's it. I mean, we got a few.
Well, it's funny
You
because
know.
I'd asked Mike WTF if he had any. That's why I said, "Where's he at?" When I started
Okay.
talking about stickers, that's what I meant. He knew what I was talking
Yeah,
about. But
I think Mike does have stickers.
I think he does.
I'd rather have T-shirts, I think, instead of stickers.
Right? Just busted an $8 million cocaine bust here in Toronto. A fake bust to let them say they are doing their job.
Oh wow!
Oh no shit! That was a setup, basically.
Wow. Yeah, I got a couple spots, so I put a sticker or two.
How does that conversation go?
Yeah.
With-
right.
Hey, I got a good idea, eh?
Right.
What do you say? Let's see if you're gonna find it, eh? We can. Where can we hide it? Don't be a hoser, eh? I'm just saying. You know, we're gonna. What happens if they didn't find it? Then? You're all fired.
Crazy stuff.
Miss Dill's gonna hate me now. We don't sound like that. Eh?
Well, it was great seeing everybody. I'm going to let everybody go. Catch you next Tuesday, I guess.
Thank you for hanging out. It's always cool you being here.
Absolutely. I'm glad you. What did you just say? The last thing you said?
I said, I guess I'll catch you guys next Tuesday.
Oh, absolutely. We'll be here. You have yourself a great weekend.
One way or another, it's warmed up here. We're in the 50s
here.
and low 60s. Yeah. So
I think
I'll find something to do.
Tomorrow, I think they're predicting it to be 80.
You gotta read what Dill said.
Oh, geez. Oh, that's too hot.
Good to see you all. Gonna have a puff and go night night.
Hey,
Say
hosers.
you're supposed to do that in the accent.
Hey, hosers.
Oh, it was so good Miss Deal dropped in. Y'all take care.
Absolutely.
Good night, Jim.
Good night, Jim.
It's always cool when
Have a
Jim
good weekend.
comes by. He's funny.
Always, yeah. He's fun to hang out with.
Sometimes I forget he's there because he gets so quiet.
I know.
But hey, no one else is coming on, so you know.
It's after 11.
we love
Medicine
Jim.
time. Medicine time.
Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. I hope you guys had a great time. If you didn't, it's your own fault.
Have a good weekend. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Jim says
KIK. Oh, Jay's not here to see it.
Miss Bill says, give a like, you hosers. Hey.
I love you guys.
We will be back on Tuesday. If you guys enjoyed the show, please hit that like button. Share it out. If you're new, subscribe.
Comments.
Yeah, leave comments.
Yes.
I didn't go back to see if anybody left comments. I don't think anybody left comments in that show, too, the last 2 shows ago.
Oh, 2 shows ago?
I was
No,
like,
it's still sitting there.
what the hell, man?
Empty. Completely empty. No
Really?
comment.
Nothing but an echo.
Yeah. All right. Hello.
All right, guys. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. We love you. Peace and God bless.